going on? What's going on? What's going on? What's going on, my people? What's going on? Standing ovation for my kid. Okay, you clap now. You understand what I mean? It's all good. We gonna talk for a minute, man. I got some things on my mind that I see in play. You know what I mean? I don't know if y'all see the play, but I see it in play. They got one out the way and played him. You know what I mean? Played him right out of his position. He ain't even had to fight, and he went straight for the next one. This is a game. It's a Catholic chess match. I'll break it down to you in a minute. It's a nice little chess match, man. And I peep game though. I peep game for real, for real. I peep game. You know what I mean? And yeah, I peep game though, homie. So here's the thing, man. You know, remember Jake Paul supposed to fight Tank. You know what I mean? So he picked little old Tank, man. You know, try to fight him and beat him because he's a real boxer. And that's what Jake wanted. He needed the real boxers to, to do his clown show. You know what I'm saying? To do his clown show. That's what he needed it for. So he tried to pick this is the sense that I'm making out of this. You know what I mean? He picked Javante, to beat Javante, knockout king, face of boxing, in that weight class behind Canelo. So cause we just talking, you know what I mean? We ain't going through no stats. We ain't doing that tonight. We just kicking it tonight. You know what I mean? I don't care about none of that divisional champ shit right now, man. This is deeper than that. So you pick Javante, and I don't know if you knew that was gonna fall through or not, or if that was something new Javante was on and nobody knew about it. But I know you picked Javante. You would have fought him. The size, you would have fought him because you'd have tried to beat him. And if you'd have lost to him, because you're a promoter, you'd have swithered your way out of that loss some kind of way, you know what I mean? But I don't think you'd have. I don't think that you would have beat him. But here's the play, though. Here's the play. If we go back to the media, right? And I ain't got no videos of that, nothing like that. But I just got some other stuff I want to show you. But I ain't want to get that deep tonight. You know what I mean? I just want to just kick this. This is brainstorming off the thought of your mind. I'm talking about the culture of boxing. That's why I ain't got no videos and all that, because you get into the stats and all that. So I'm talking about the culture of boxing, because boxing is a cultural political sport. So I feel a play is like this. Inside the media coverage, when they had the media coverage, Tank ain't with all that. You know what I mean? Not in this fight, because it's a fake fight. So, Tank normally be aggressive, and punking you, you know what I mean? And he can't do that now because this is a Jake Paul thing. It's a fake fight, and there's a lot of rules, and it's a lot of rules to it. You know what I mean? But this is part of the fight. This will hype the fighters up and things like that. You know what I mean? So, with that said, I feel if you remember that media coverage, he was like, "Yo, you boring, man. I'm gonna call my moms." Jake Paul, he said, "I'm gonna call my moms, man. You boring, man." You know what I mean? Like he must have told her it was gonna be a show or something. It was gonna be a spectacle. Like this gonna be real fun. You know what I mean? So she like, "Yo, whatever they had, whatever conversations they had, whatever they was conversing about." But it ain't play out that way. And I heard that, and I was like, "What? did he say that? And he backed up and leaned back on his seat like he was mad, like, this ain't gonna get no money. Because he a promoter first. You know what I mean? He not a boxer, y'all. And this is why I don't respect that, because he's not a boxer. I don't care what he do to get in the boxing fight, tank, whatever you want to do. You know what I mean? You're not gonna ever be a boxer to me because you didn't go through what boxers went through. I mean, I can respect you in the ring, you know what I mean, if you do real good and things like that. I respect it, but I would not respect some of the boxers. You're not a boxer, man. Like, I don't think nobody, you know what I mean, because you playing around in the ring right now. You ain't do what a boxer did. You know what I mean? This is your belt for me. This would be your forever belt, customized just for you. You know what I mean? This would be your belt for me forever. Seriously. This is the Jake Paul belt. You get what I'm saying? This is the Jake Paul belt. True story. Cause this how you came in here, and this how you got this little. That's why I got my man Inspector over there, cause we got to inspect this, man. Some goofy shit, for real, man. Some clown. It's just straight clown mode. Straight clown mode. Like, comment, and subscribe, yo, man. You know, like, comment, and subscribe if you're down with this Jake Paul new belt. This is the Jake Paul belt all day long. True story though. Can't make it up. But then you know we vibe. You feel me? We vibe, man. For real, we vibe. All those aside, we vibe. And so the play, you know, once you get Tank out the way, you know, you got Tank out the way, so you didn't even have to fight Tank. So you understand? You understand the play? He didn't have to fight Tank. And P-Wise, this is why he picking AJ. See, he couldn't pick like a Keyshawn, you know what I mean, after Tank. He could have picked the Crawford, but I don't think Crawford would have fought this clown. You know what I mean? He could have picked but he couldn't have picked a Shakur. He couldn't have picked none of them after Tank, because Tank is supposed to be top dog. Peep game, yo. Tank supposed to be top dog. So he picked the top dog in the lower class because he's not a boxer. But he talk that shit. He ain't want to go at no real heavyweight. You know what I mean? But he have to do it now though, because that was his next play. P game. That was his next play. All that list he had up there, that shit was bullshit. He was targeting AJ because AJ gonna solidify him. Win, lose, or draw, he gonna get solidified just getting in the ring with AJ. Remember, AJ is gone. He not coming back. So whatever this clown do inside the ring with AJ, watch the play. Watch the play. This man is going to steal the face of boxing defaultly. They just gonna have to give it to him. From the money he gonna draw, because it's a business now. So he gonna draw all this money with AJ, actually fight AJ, and if he mess around and if this fight is any remotely where close, it's disrespectful to every boxer in boxing. That's all I'm saying. If it's remotely close, it's just disrespectful. That's why people say you're gonna look at Jake Paul a certain way, you know, because I know Jake Paul is a clown. I'm gonna look at the other boxers a certain way. Cause I'm like, how you let this clown come in here and, you know what I mean, and go through the rankings and get ranked? How all y'all boxers in here let this happen? You know what I mean? One of y'all boxers in the lower and who wasn't getting no recognition should have stepped up and fought this dude before. A good one, not fucking Chavez Jr. and all that dumbass. You know what I mean? You see what happened fighting him. What kind of recognition you get that? What if Chavez was the one and got locked up by ISIS? What if he the one? I mean, come on, this is a clown show. I don't know how y'all can't peep game. Like, Jake Paul is not good for boxing. I just want y'all to know that. I understand what you're saying. Everybody doing this, everybody get on this card and get recognition. Yeah, I get it. But Jake Paul is not good for boxing at the end of the day. And we can debate this shit all day long. You get what I'm saying? But he's not good for boxing. Boxing is not a clown show. So nobody cares what you do. So since it's about money, then it changed the thing. But at the end of the day, Don't sit there and try to tell me Jake Paul is good for boxing, because he's not good for boxing. Simple. It's not hard. This is real simple. This is real simple. He's not good for boxing. Period. So we can talk that. You got the girls up there and all that. Yeah, I like that with the females. I like that with the other people, in particular. Getting on the card. But I mean, when you faking, you gotta give something up. Especially in this game, you gotta get a big fight card. Like, come on, y'all. I mean, don't look at it like you getting people on and getting them a paycheck and all that. Look at it as the scheme that we in. Look at it that way and keep it. I mean, you can respect it, but look at it at the scheme that you in. Don't talk like it's not a scheme. That's the thing I don't like. You get what I'm saying? I was just on my man channel, Dr. Boxing Talk, and you need to get on that channel too, cause you know what he talking about. But don't look at it like a scheme. I mean, don't look at it like it's not a scheme, because it is a scheme. It's a scam. You can respect it, but it's definitely a scam. You get what I'm saying? It's the whole shebang. All of this is a scam. It's like in your face. Here you go. Give you something that you like. You know what I mean? I'm gonna give you something that you like, and I'm gonna take what I want. People have agendas, man. They have agendas, and this is a real clown show, y'all. This is insane, and everybody is just. I think people is thinking about it the wrong way. I'm not saying that it's wrong, but I just think people is like going about it the wrong way, seeing it for what it's not. You know what I mean? Like, everybody else is involved. Everybody on the fight card be big fight cards and this and that. But the funny thing about it, and I don't think people understand it, this is when things is really a scheme. It's really like a fake fight. It's really like a scam, and you can really understand now that this is a scam, y'all. Like, this is a real scam. To modern day, like, in your face, because I mean, normally, if one fighter don't fight, the whole fight card stop. Like, all of them go for casualties. What happened to the call the next fighter? What happened to the 10-day notice? The 2-week notice? We know all this, y'all. I don't feel like going through the names. You know what I mean? I don't feel like that right now. But we know when somebody get hurt in camp, and they call somebody else, and they either take the fight or don't take the fight, but they get a fighter in there. Okay, let's call it name. Shakur Stevenson, 24. Apparently, that's just so people back when they understand. You know what I mean? So, and then you beat Padley, and it's like, okay, he's an electrician. You just called the man. So what happened to that? What happened to that? So nobody fought. All those people on that fight card sat there and went to camp and did all that stuff there. And since the main person didn't, he was ready to fight. His opponent. So you telling me you couldn't just find another opponent? This is how you know this is made up. This is a scam, y'all. I mean, if we could turn boxing back to the way it was, I swear to God, this got to be the biggest show on earth. I mean that. It just have to. It have to be the biggest show on earth. There's no way in the world. It gotta be. It just have to be, man. There's not a way in the world, man. This is not the biggest show. It's not a way in the world. This is not the biggest clown show in the world. Can't convince me of that, man. You understand me? Just can't convince me of that. Seriously. So what you telling me? This is what you telling me. You telling me out of all these fighters, all these people, some of them is hiding on it, but I'm just saying in essence, like, you okay, let me just get this right. Y'all telling me that this guy here, this Jake Paul dude. Nah, I don't think you're saying that. Let me be quiet, because I really don't think that you're saying that, to be honest with you. So I ain't even gonna act like that's what you're talking about. So, because I honestly don't think that's what you're saying. Well, I kind of know that's not. You're not telling me Jake Paul over the likes of this type of stuff that we grew up with, and the way we saw loving boxing. I don't think that you're telling me that Jake Paul is this next person. I hope y'all won't be saying that, because that would be kind of crazy, man. That would be really, really, really crazy. I couldn't even get into somebody like Jake Paul. I can't even get into that. I mean, I can understand why Tank was gonna fight him, because it's about money now. But you can't make me get into that. No way in the world. Never. It would never, ever, 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 ever. You would never in your life hit me. I don't care if Jake Paul knock out every one of the champs today. I don't care. He would never in his life get my support, ever. Not in boxing. If he was talking about helping me bump my channel up and all that, I wouldn't talk to him. That's the only person I'll talk to. But if it ain't got nothing to do with this internet and something like that, I wish I would. Is you for real? You think I would disrespect the sport of boxing like that? I mean, honestly, you really think I would disrespect the sport of boxing with something like this? Can't be serious. It just can't be serious. It just can't be true. It just can't be true. No matter what you say, it just cannot be true, please. It cannot be true. There's no way in the world. No way. In 35 million states will I revert to something like this. Is you serious? Can you really let me ask you a question, y'all. Can y'all really think that, well, some of you could, but you really think that you can sit inside the ring and look like you going to pay a ticket for him? No. So you say you're going to pay a ticket for him opposed to any of these people. And if he was to go pay a ticket for these people, you will literally go back and pay another ticket for this person? I don't think that any true fan of boxing would do that. But however, I do understand the true fan of boxing that love the sport of boxing, and everybody got their own reasoning and their own ways to save boxing. So people might view this guy as, saving boxing because he's introducing the women into the boxing and getting them, limelight, and other fighters, getting them some limelight out there because he is a big attraction when it comes to entertainment. I mean, not boxing. When it comes to entertainment, he might be good in any field because he's good at promoting. So it doesn't matter really where you put people like this at. So this is why I don't look at this as special, because this is not special. This is just new. It's not special though. It's just new. It's just something new. But he ain't doing shit for boxing, so it's not special. It's really a crime, if you ask me. It's really a crime. Seriously, if you was to ask me what he's doing, it's a crime. I'm telling you, I don't respect this type of stuff. See, he respect this, but I don't get with this type of stuff. This is bullshit. This is just straight, it's on a good level though, but it's like a knockoff, Gucci bag, a knockoff Louis bag. Sometimes you get one down on, back in the days you go down to 42nd Street in New York and you get a knockoff Gucci bag. It should be trash. But you might go to another place. You might go to Canal Street. You know what I mean? and they got different prices. But this is like a knockoff, but this is a better knockoff. Like it's just look better. They got more stuff to make it look more real. The little leather, whatever it is better than a really. They got some really bullshit over there. But that's what this is. It's just on a high level. That's it. It's just on a high level. That's all. This is a true crime. Jake Paul just took over boxing. Why? You got a peep game though. You don't worry about it yet. You'll peep game. You'll peep it. It'll play out. And you see, they're just looking at it at a different angle. But when you look at it at a real serious angle, I'm telling you, man, he don't even have to cherry pick. This dude don't even got a cherry pick. I ain't lying. He ain't even got a cherry pick. Swear to God, I ain't lying. If I'm lying, I'm flying. He ain't got the cherry pick. Not Mr. Paul over there. Oh hell no. He ain't got to do shit. He's chilling like a villain. Seriously. He's really chilling, yo. I ain't even hold you. This ain't no bullshit. That man is chilling out, man. For real. This dude just look at Tank over here. This is how he gonna look. Yo, listen. He's knocking him down without even fighting. This is why my man inspectors over his head. We got to have a magnifying glass on this guy. You gotta watch this guy. This guy's making moves. He doing some things. They make you say, you know what I mean? He's doing some things make you look like this.
Everything that was in my way is gone. Only a matter of time before I get rid of the police.
I can't make it up. Listen. It ain't nothing y'all can do now anyway. It's over now. You know, it's a wrap now at this point. So it's all good now. You know what I mean? So Jay going his way. I just want y'all to know these are gonna be the next big fights. YouTubers. Jake is gonna fight everybody that he could possibly beat. And you know what else he gonna do? He gonna have all these dumb motherfuckers coming in there training with him and all that because he's giving up money. I'm trying to tell you, man, the devil coming in all forms. The devil don't have a face. It just got a conscience. It don't have a face though. So it's playing out like this. When you say playing out, it can't play out no better than this. I don't understand how nobody is going crazy. They is really supporting this move. And I'm just talking about the sport of boxing. I really don't care about the business of boxing because I don't love boxing for the business of boxing. I fell in love with boxing for the sport of boxing. That's just 100%. You get what I'm saying? So we go tomato with this one. But this is 100% fact though. The reason why I love this sport is for the sport of boxing. I don't like the entertainment part. Y'all can keep it, but that ain't for the kid. This is a crime, man. You see the boxing guard taught this kid a lesson? You see over there in the corner? And you see what Jake said? Fuck you, Tank. I'm the face now. True story, though. Watch how this play out when they get to AJ, though. That's where it's going to be. I'm telling y'all, man, y'all about to be sick. You think you sick now about boxing? Boy, no, it's just started. Boxing, boy. This it got to save itself. Boxing know that it took the wrong turn. You really think boxing would sit there and go get somebody like this guy to save boxing? Nah, that ain't how this thing go. This is a business now. So this is why we come outside of boxing. You can't say nothing if people getting paid. It's a business. Okay, let me tell you a business that nobody like. It's a business. And it's the elephant in the room, but it's a business. You ain't gotta like it. It's a business. You know, people do things that's like illegal, but make it a business. You understand what I'm saying? It's all kind of things that's illegal that they make a business. And it's just like a you want to call it, it's like you call it like a illegal business, I guess. But it's just a fact though, man. So I really honestly believe that this guy here is in the process of pulling a big heist on boxing. 100% fact. I truly believe that. And I truly believe that, there's people that's gonna sit around and just watch it happen. They're just gonna watch it happen. I'm telling you, man, and it's gonna happen. It's not gonna not happen. It's definitely gonna happen. That's 100% fact. So, you gotta sit there and wait. And if you think the Oster 40 is lying, if you think the play ain't in, it's all good though. Now just make sure you look at these people here. Just make sure you look at these people and understand what I'm saying. That this is going down like this, man. And this is clear as day. This is clear as day. You can't get no clearer than this. Boxing just don't care no more. You can't get no clearer. They just don't care no more. True story though. They really just don't give a fuck. They like it is what it is. And you don't see the promoters saying nothing. It's about money now. I tell you, anything in this world, if you do it for money, 50 to 70% of your integrity is going right with it. And the more we get into this, the higher the percentage integrity is gonna go. And sooner or later, everybody gonna have to sell their soul just to get a seat inside the arena. If you think it's a joke, they ain't gonna allow nobody in there. I'm telling you, man, the people that don't sign is gonna be the outcasts. Watch how this thing flip. Y'all can't see this shit. We got a bloody sport. That's the most dangerous sport in the world is turning into a comedy show. It's really turned into something like wrestling, where you go there and you just know it's fake. They having real fake fights, and they putting up $80 million. And like I told you, the viewers is a fault for this too, because y'all sitting there allowing this shit. Y'all, I don't know why, because y'all don't gotta pay nothing for it. I would just be like, man, fuck that fight. I'm not gonna watch that fight. Hell no, I ain't watching this. A fake fight. And they'll stop this type of stuff. But people viewing it, and they like, yo, this. I don't know if they looking for Jake Paul to lose. Who should care? He's not a boxer. Like, what the hell? They ain't gonna mean nothing, because he's not a boxer. Whenever he lose, he's not a boxer. And if he do lose, and they rated him as a boxer, so what? Everybody knows that he is not a boxer. So he can be made something. And okay, let me explain something to y'all. Y'all ever had a girl, right? You didn't have to have a girl. You ever known a girl or a guy, and coming up, this guy was like, the guy or girl was really cool and all that. Cool dude, get money, got a job and everything. You looked at him and thought that, he gonna be good for the rest of his life because he got a good head on his shoulder, or she got a good head on her shoulder. So, you come around and you see her like 2 years later, because you don't see her or him no more. So it's like 2 years later, you run back into him. And when I say they're full blown, drug addict or whatever it is that they do, but they full blown. I'm talking about dirty, stink, this and that. The point that I'm making is that no matter how you see the person, you're gonna always remember how you know the person. So that's a big example of how people think today. Some of these people don't know. They just think. Because they know of, they don't know. So you just gotta watch it when you're talking to people, and when it comes down to things like this, because they see this a different way. And I'm telling you, man, this is a play. This is a play like ain't no other play in the world. So we'll be getting a whole new fight card. Anybody know about that? We getting a whole new fight card, or we getting the same fight card? They just gotta wait till this dude finds somebody to fight. And do we get the same fight card, or we get a new fight card? This is weird. Y'all ever seen this in boxing? Cause I mean, help me out, chat. Cause I don't know. I don't. Maybe I have and wasn't on game, but I don't think I ever seen no shit like this in boxing. This is weird. This is weird. I'm scared to see where this is going. Like I'm scared to see where boxing is going. Honestly, I'm scared. I really don't. I'm just scared. I wish I could just exclude myself from the boxing world for about 5 years and then come back. You know what I mean? No boxing, no seeing it, hearing it, not on YouTube, nothing. And come back, I can imagine how. Whoa. Wow, we might have people that's on LinkedIn coming here boxing. I'm sorry. YouTube is making YouTube, boy. I tell you, boy. I'm talking about TikTok. We ain't got no TikTok fighters. They're giving up 80 million and fighting for 100 million. We got YouTube though. YouTube. Jake Paul probably on TikTok going crazy too. That's why he probably started that. I don't know too much about that guy because I don't really care nothing about him because he's not a boxer. I swear to God, I kid. I don't know nothing about Jake Paul. I know Jake Paul's gonna fight Tank though, and I don't know nothing about Jake Paul, but I know what Jake Paul is trying to do. Well, I know what he done because he did it already. You can't stop this. This is already in play. They might be adding up money from 5 years from now on this dude. They got a whole trajectory of this dude and what he gonna do, who he gonna fight. He can fight anybody. You know, that's how he came in the game. They let this man in the door with the black card. No real rap though. He is picking his fights. Yo, nobody sees this because I know people that's been in this fight game forever and they can't pick a fight. This dude can pick whoever he want to fight. Who gave him that much power and authority? How did that happen, yo? Can somebody please, because I honestly do not know. How did this happen? Yo, somebody got to hear this and somebody got to tell me how this happened, man, because this is really weird. How this happened, man. So if you don't think so, I mean, I'm cool with that. I'm really cool with that, but this man is about to fight this man here. This is amazing. Yo, AJ, that's on everything I love. True story though, AJ, on everything I love. If you don't knock this dude out, if this dude ain't in the middle of that Netflix sign, I want you to line him up by the X and move a little slanted and knock him out. I want his head to be by the N sign, with an N at, and I want his legs, his foot, to be on the X, spread it right out like the X. If you lay him down the right way, his legs be spread right on two ends of the X, and his head to be right in the middle of the N. You get the overall picture of Jake Paul knocked out in front of the Netflix sign. I wish it could happen like that. Right, laying right across Netflix. That'd be the new Netflix logo with they boy right there, with they Superman. He'd be right there waiting for him. You understand what I'm saying? So we gonna end this right now, man. And call it a day. You get what I'm saying? In this, call it a day. What's going on, Sugar? Yeah. What's up? Yeah. Yeah. Huh? What'd you say? That's where I've been at. All right, bet. Just call me. Bring my food. And bring my food. My food. So, I don't know, sorry, I was on mute by mistake. I don't know what happened, but we back though, we back. So, man, back to the ranch, man, and you know what I mean. It's in the clown show, so ain't nothing we can do, kid. That's all I'm saying. We in the clown show, so we sit out Oster 40. Work with me, I'm gonna work with you. You heard me? We gonna kick it when we get up here. Sometimes we gonna kick about stats and statistics and who the best and all that, but you know, sometimes we gonna get up here and just talk about the culture of boxing and what's going on. A lot of this clown shit going on, so we're gonna try to get the culture of boxing and you know, we gotta talk around this stuff, man, because if you don't talk around it, you're not gonna be able to understand it. A lot of people be arguing and all that, but y'all gotta argue all day long. We can go back and forth all day. There's some people with the power within that's controlling this thing here, man. And you can talk to you can talk to you blue, but this shit is real. Peace it out, O's 40, man. I'm out. Like, comment, and subscribe.
You're not like me. How'd you see that? First time I met you, I said to myself, this young man can do anything he wants. That's the biggest curse a man can have. The curse. I have no choice. I do what I am. But you